Hello, I'm Dustin Anderson. I'm here for the intro follow-up activity for ATTR810. When reading the articles this week, I was surprised, you know, reading a lot about age, sex, gender, fitness level, and those other things. I was really expecting to see stuff about the FMS, SFMA, um, and other tests that have become popular nowadays as far as movement and function. Um, it was interesting to see it went back to more of a basic understanding, and you don't really need all the fancy new toys and trends to really see if someone's at a predisposition for injury. One of the biggest things that I was reading, and it was sort of like an aha moment, like, yeah, just do a basic um, assessment for joint laxity, any type of pain, any type of like trigger points, any type of tight areas, and you know if you find one of those, you can start correcting that. Not so much running through someone through one of the popular tests nowadays. Um, as far as the model that we looked at, I really can't pronounce the name. I liked it. I liked that it took the external risk factors and the internal risk factors and really looked at it. I like that it was a dynamic model. It took everything into account as far as the person goes. I think that I look at all those in separate pieces, but have never put the jigsaw puzzle together in that type of dynamic or systematic way. When I was reading it, it made sense. I feel like sometimes I do it, but not all the time. So, having that model in the back of my mind can help me just remember. You keep the whole person in your mind and put all the little pieces together to get that whole picture of what's going on. As far as what I can do today to help improve my clinical practice and everything else, is remember you don't have to do one of the new trends or functional movement screens or functional tests to see if someone might be at a predisposition for injury. If you take a good history and you do a good evaluation, you can find those weak areas without doing a popular test. With that being said, I think that they have their place, but in the last few years, I think I've been using them more than what I've learned, and I've really not looked at other options as far as what I can do to help predict if someone has an injury and come up with a treatment plan to reduce that injury risk. I know you can never take injuries out of competition or activity, but sort of the take home is just keep it basic and start with what that person has and go from there. But moving forward, I'm going to go back to more of a core or grassroots approach of listening to my eval and not so much the supplemental tests that we do.